Need to search further. I prepared 7 things why on this paper. 7 things why no girls and women are not interested in you. So sit down, relax. In this this video is going to be longer, so you're going to learn. The first thing is the question for yourself. If you were a woman right now, you can imagine yourself in some parallel universe. If you were a woman, some girl from your high school, for example, would you be interested in yourself with exactly who you are as right now? So if you were a girl and if there was somebody else exactly the same as you right now, would you be interested in yourself while having all of the other options around yourself, other men around yourself from your school, from the gym? The answer, unfortunately, is probably not. You wouldn't be attracted to yourself, and that's the biggest thing. You just imagine yourself as a girl and think, why wouldn't I be attracted to myself? Maybe your hygiene is not so good. Maybe something small as haircut. Maybe your dressing style. Maybe your business. Maybe your lack of dating skills of fucking raising, how Gen Z says. Just think for yourself. What things wouldn't be attracted to yourself if you were a girl? And you can write them down. You can journal about them. You can deeply ask yourself to think about that. So that question can actually change your life with your dating part of your life, the best said. Just ask yourself, if I were a girl, would I literally get on my knees and suck my own cock? The answer is probably not. Just sit there and ask yourself and think deeply about that question. You wouldn't, probably, because girls are not attracted to people who play video games. If your breath fucking stinks, you probably don't know anything about it. You don't really know how to actually speak to women. You don't have some experience, which is the next thing. You probably maybe jack off like once a day, once in 2 days, once in 3 days. Spend all of your time just watching pointless videos about self-improvement and not taking action. Just take a look on your life from third person and think for yourself, what could I improve to be attracted to myself among all of the other options? The next thing is lack of experience and lack of the good knowledge. What does that mean? You probably don't even know how to speak to women at first place. That's the thing. Most guys, unexperienced guys, think that speaking to women is something special because they are so special, God-given creatures, like they are so specially reward. That's because of your low self-esteem, of your low self-respect, because you see a woman so highly better than yourself than you see yourself. You see yourself as a loser, as a lonely guy who just plays video games and just exists in life, and you see a woman as some reward, as some trophy, as some peak of your life, at something you don't have. You need to you need to start from yourself. You need to change your mindset about how instead of trying to get girls, you're chasing something else, which is one of the next also things. I'm literally just spoiling you right here. You need to change your thoughts, your mindset that you are actually getting women. You need to delude and manipulate yourself. You need to get that courage to get experience to talk to them, because after maybe 10 women you talk to, you literally realize that they are just normally exactly the same ordinary human features as you, as your friends, as your family, as people around you. The same way, not exactly the same, but the similar way you talk to your friends, you can talk to women. Of course, not using some cuss words and talking about shaming your dick or some shit or some weird things, manly things like that, but openly to talk. It's exactly the same, because at the end of the day, they are not some special creatures as you think. They are not some high reward. They are just ordinary and normal human beings as you are, as I am. I'm not special. You are not special. Women are not special. Andrew Tate, Hamza, nobody you see and look up to on this world is not special. We are just all normal human ordinary normal humans, best say like that. We are all born from a woman and we will all die. We don't have we don't have any special talent to just know how to speak to women. You learn it you learn it through life, from right education, when somebody who has experience tells you what to do, and from your own experience. That's how you learn how to talk to them. Do you even have courage, not to women, but to talk to just normal people, to people you don't know? Can you even start a conversation with somebody you don't know? Do you even have a balls to go ahead randomly to ask somebody in the supermarket what time it is? If you don't have enough balls how to start a conversation with a incomplete stranger, if you don't know, then you first need to start destroying your social anxiety, because you spend 24/7 in your room, in four walls, and that's it. You don't even go outside. Your life probably looks like you wake up, you go to school, you come home, you eat, you go to gym, you come home again, you watch some content, you go to sleep, and you're just repeating the whole cycle. You never go outside. Like 70-80% of your day you spend inside of buildings, inside house, inside your school, inside your job, inside your gym. You never go outside, and that's why you don't meet enough women in your life. Yes, dating apps can help, like Tinder, like Bumble, like Instagram, all that shit, but you don't go outside enough in real life. You don't talk to people enough in real life, so you have that social anxiety, because it's like, when you play some GTA, any video game, and when you open up the map or you open up the skills, and when you don't have some skill, it's like blacked out. You don't have it. You cannot see it. You need to first go ahead and learn it to discover it. Or when you're looking at a part of the maps, when you just start a video game, you don't know the map. You need to go ahead there and explore it, have some experience, and then it reveals to yourself. The same with women. Can you even start conversation with some complete stranger? You don't need to hear somebody's life story randomly in supermarket. Just start slowly and progressively overload. Same in the gym. Fucking knows. Like, you can start with even something simple as going in the supermarket, in the gym, and asking what time it is. At what time does this supermarket closes? Do you know where the fucking rice is? Do you know where the milk is? Do you know where is the best store to buy meat, hamburgers, some shit like that, some brainless shit? And then you can start leveling up. Then you come to the gym, or you finish your training, you see somebody new in the locker, and then you can ask conversation. What's up, bro? Did you finish your training, or are you just coming? Did you start recently? Because I don't see you often, or do we just come at the different times? Start fucking socializing. Start living the world as a normal, ordinary human people. You weren't born like that. You just trained your brain not to be social as you can be. Because, as I said, you're spending just whole day inside. You don't go out. You don't go outside. You're not socially good enough. You literally partying and drinking and spending pointless hours outside would be better than just watching these self-improvement videos and not taking action. If you are watching my videos, Andrew Tate videos, Hamza's videos, Andrew Huberman videos, and you implement in real life, then okay, you're good. You're leveling up. But if you're just watching these videos and you think partying is for pussies, but you're just self-sigma male, you're just in your home grinding to yourself by making somebody else's business richer, that motherfuckers from your school who go outside and literally party and get a drink and destroy their health have better social skills than you. They just brainlessly go ahead and talk with a random girl from that party, start the conversation, and later end up deep-throating her while you're there at your home alone, and you are jacking off maybe to that same girl pictures on the Instagram. which situation would you want to be there? Of course, this guy who deep throats her, even he never heard about self-improvement. He probably never will. He destroys his health. He's spending his best years of his life just partying, but he has better social skills than you. That's something you need to consider. Start. Why? I right now, when I actually have some experience with women, and I can say to myself, I can easily attract a woman to myself. I do not understand why are you scared to go ahead and just talk to her, because what's the worst thing which can happen? We are only living one life, and you're going to you're going to regret it. Rejection hurts. Regret hurts more than rejection. If she just said you're a weirdo, and because you watch too much, you're too much on the internet. You watch too much of these videos how girl randomly pulls out her phone and starts recording for TikTok about some guy, how he's a weirdo because he's staring at her, or he fucking asks her what time is it. These things never happen in real life. You're just watching too much internet. You're just watching too much bullshit, and you're scared to go, because imagine yourself at your deathbed. You're 70, 60, 80, 90, 100 years old, and you're laying there with your some friends, your family, maybe with doctors, and you're just thinking in the last 5, 10, 30 minutes of your life. You're reminding your whole life. You are just there literally waiting to get that, and you're thinking about your life. How did you live it? Maybe somebody asks you, maybe a doctor, maybe a nurse, who is interested, who is taking care of you. How did you spend your life? What are some of your biggest regrets, maybe biggest accomplishments, something which you're most proud of? Would you be more proud if you can tell her that you approached some girls, you got rejected, and both you and her forget about that shit literally 2 days later, and you continued getting rejected by women maybe another 10 times, 50 times, 100 times, and after 100 and at the 101st time, you actually start getting something in your brain. You start understanding. First time when I approached her, I was too anxious and was too obvious. Second time, I fixed it just a little bit. Third time, maybe I was stopping and messing my words too much. I was just stopping constantly. The next time, maybe I was using too much the and maybe too much stoppings. Next time when I approached her, I didn't maybe hold her eye contact enough. Maybe I was just staring away while talking to her, or I was looking away. The next time, something else happened. And for the 101st time, when you know about all of these mistakes, and you can just relax and talk to her, and you understand how women are just normal human creatures, you can easily attract a woman much easily than you can think of. Or if you would tell her, I was too scared to approach that girl, which was maybe was even supposed to be my wife, my future wife, because I was too scared of her saying no. And now some other guy is with her, having her children, while you're there dying alone. Of course you wouldn't be proud of yourself. Fucking know us. We can continue right now. I cannot understand why are people scared of just anything in life. I mean, you can be scared of that. You can be scared maybe I was even scared this summer, when I was on a nearby lake, and this is all the thing, but there is that lake, and you have trees around it. It's natural lake. You have trees around it, and one tree is specific because it has like specific trenches. How are these shit called? Trenches. And you can climb them, you can jump from them in the water. And that was my first time jumping into water, into pool, into swimming area in my life. And it was maybe 5 to 6 meters. And I was afraid, but I did it anyway. And I'm proud of that, because I know half a year from that moment, which is now, I will be proud of myself then, rather if I will regret it right now. If I could say to myself right now, What if that was so much fun, but I was too afraid to jump. I was too afraid to move. I would just continued swimming normally while while all of my other friends had fun jumping. Same with yourself. Why are you scared to approach women? What's the worst, absolutely the worst things which can happen? She can says to you, she can just say absolutely the worst scenario. She can just say to you, you are a weirdo, and just walk away. And now what? She's thinking about you for the next 2 minutes, and she will forget about you when she gets the first notification from the Snapchat, and that's it. While you're not even you. You'll think about that for the next 2 days, and you're going to forget because you have other things in your life. You have self-improvement, you have school, you have your job, you have to eat, you have your maybe parents, family, etc., etc. So why are you scared? Just go ahead there and socialize. Get experience. Learn from your own mistakes, and every time I make a mistake, I'm going to make a video so you can avoid it. You can come to my channel. You have Andrew Huberman, you have More Plates, More Days, Hamza, you have Andrew Tate, you have Teaching Men's Fashion, you have literally countless YouTube channels talking about dating. You can go ahead and research about them. So don't fucking be scared. The next thing is, are you needy for love, or do you focus on yourself? What does that mean? Being needy means, and this is similar to being a nice guy, which is the next thing. Being needy means that you put love you have your life. You can imagine this. I'm always using this door of the. I'm using this board in my videos. You can imagine your life right now, and you have the list of the things most important to you. Maybe it has everything: fitness and money, love, your mental health, your parents, your school, your job, your food, your looks, your car, your motorcycle, your home, your kids, your grandparents, your friends, social things. You have everything, and you put woman on the top of that. Your main focus, your main thing which you're thinking mostly about in your life are women. That's being needy. When you're it's like you're fucking starving, and you're in the middle of nature. You can imagine yourself somewhere in the Africa or in Antarctica, and you can imagine yourself in the middle of Africa. You're in the desert or in some rainforest. You're starving to death, and you see some animal which you can kill easily and eat. You just imagine that yourself. You wouldn't just say to, if imagine you and me, we are both starving to death in the middle of rainforest somewhere in the Africa, in Asia, and you see some small animals running by which we could kill and eat easily, so we don't starve to death. Imagine that drive in yourself. You wouldn't be thinking a second about anything which would happen. Maybe when you're running towards them, that you maybe slip away and you break your leg, or maybe you step on some sharp stone and your leg hurts. You wouldn't be overthinking anything. You would just go ahead and run as fast as you can to catch that animal and to eat it, because you have desire for that, because it's your top priority. You will do anything just to catch that animal and eat it, because you're starving to death. It's same with women. You're putting women over anything in your life. So that same example where you're running in the middle of forest, and that thinking how you can slip, you can step on some mud and you slip up, and you can slip down and break your leg, or break your arm, break your skull, because you're running too much and you stop and crash into some tree. That could be fitness and money, or maybe your parents, or about stepping on some hard stone and on sharp stone and just cutting yourself. That could be, for example, family. You don't think about these things. You don't think about any bullshit. You don't think that you get maybe stretched from some trees or some plants in your way while you're searching, when you're chasing that animal. You don't think about any of that bullshit. You just focus on your top priority, which is chasing that cute little animal to kill it and to eat it, so you don't start to that. Same with women. You ignore everything in your life. You are just focusing mostly on women. If you have gym scheduled with your gym bros and your girl and random girl messages you, can you meet at that same time, you would cancel absolutely anything just to go ahead and meet her for the 15 minutes to get bored with her. When you don't have enough women in life, it's so easy to get needy, and I was even needy. I'm speaking from my own experience and example. It's so needy to get to just it's so easy to get needy, to start thinking about women. That's the worst part. So how do you not be needy? It's not a simple answer, because whatever I tell you, go to the gym. You can go to the gym and while you're doing your sets, you can continue thinking about women. I can tell you meditate, and while you're meditating, you can start getting thoughts about women. I can tell you go ahead and run into nature. You can start thinking about women. I can tell you go ahead and jump from the plane from parachute with or without a parachute if you want to kill yourself. While you're landing, you can physically. You probably wouldn't, but in some extreme examples like that, but you can, while riding in the plane, you can start thinking about women. The best thing to do in that scenario is to find your most logical and most rational answer is to find some other replacement for women. To find something which you can do instead of thinking to women, and something which actually means to you. When I say something to replace it, I can tell you business, I can tell you mental health, I can tell you your family, social skills, improvement, self-improvement, your growth, no not November, simmer attention. I can tell you anything which you already heard from other YouTubers to focus on yourself and lock in. But if you don't actually and honestly have a desire to do it, you're still going to think about women because it's bigger priority in your life. It's not a straightforward, it's not an easy answer, but you need to sit there and journal and ask yourself, what is something which I could be interested in more in my life than women? Maybe you really enjoy playing soccer, or not soccer, football, basketball. Maybe you enjoy drawing. Maybe you enjoy gardening. Maybe you enjoy running. Maybe you enjoy driving. When you can find something interesting which you can work on in your life to replace the woman, to replace the thinking of them, then you need to focus on that. Something which you actually enjoy, because I can't tell you, go ahead and think about gym, go ahead and think about your business, about making money. I can motivate you right now to say how your parents worked so hard in their 9 to 5, like to feed your lazy ass. I could motivate you for money. I could motivate you for your body to get jacked in the gym. I could motivate you with women. I could motivate you with anything. That motivation will just disappear after some time. Maybe 5 minutes, maybe 5 days, maybe 5 years. You need to find something which actually means to yourself, which in the middle of night, when you're going to shower, when you're riding your bus, your motorcycle, your car to the gym, to the school, when you're walking, when you're running, when you're just existing mindlessly, you can automatically start thinking about that thing because it's so meaningful to you. That's something you need to find for yourself, personally for yourself. So and aim for something which is productive to you. So when you are doing it, you're healing yourself. You are doing something in your benefit. You're not fucking taking cocaine and damaging your health. When you find something which you can work on in your life, on yourself, then you can put down the woman and replace them from that pedestal in your life, and you can put that something else on that top. So you can find purposeful business where you help orphans in Africa, build them wells to get them to get them die from dehydration, or you build schools, or you create new AI which can feed, which can help help people for free, or something meaningful to that business, some meaningful business to you, for example business, then you can replace women with the business, because business means more to you. Maybe it's about improving your mental health because you have some traumas which you would like to heal. Maybe you want to remove your brain fog. Maybe you want to just smile through the day more, to be grateful more to the day, to be mindful more to the day. Then you can replace women with mental health. Maybe it's you want to become the best player in the world in football, in basketball, in boxing, kickboxing. Then you can replace women. You need to find something meaningful to you, to yourself, so you can focus on that thing instead of women. And when you start focusing on something else in your life, that's when you can when you can stop thinking about women naturally, because you have you just have other things to think about. So we covered the first three. The next thing, yes, when you have this same thing, when you have something which you focus on yourself, maybe it's, for example, it's dating, it's self-improvement overall. So it's dating, it's learning about women, it's finances, it's your mental health, it's your family, social skills, etc., etc. But I know for myself is that after some period, after some time, the woman will start getting to you, and that's the most beautiful part. When you don't focus on the woman, when you replace them from that pedestal, and when you start working on yourself, so you want to get jacked, you want to make more money from business, so you focus on that. When you don't focus on a woman, you focus on yourself. That's why the focus on yourself king advice is so real and so beautiful, which you can see I'm starting to smile while I explain to you, because I explained to you, I recently realized from my own example, when you focus on yourself, on your mental health, when you're learning about women, about dating, again, fitness, mental health, finances, when you're focusing on your own growth and your own journey, it's not just about that breakup session and monk mode and winter period and winter arc and not November and summer attention, etc., etc. Women will start stepping into your life. Just you will understand this hopefully you will understand this some point of this life. Maybe after, if you are not completely new to self-improvement, maybe for 7-8 months in the future, if you just focus on yourself slowly and surely, women will start entering your life first. You literally, when you put a story with your gym bro and when you put your six-pack, or maybe you put your business results, or you're somewhere in Thailand or Dubai, or maybe about your mental health while you're journaling or meditating, or you're there in the nature, women will start stepping into your life first. You don't need to your whole life it's been like you're chasing women while they are chasing somebody else. They are running away from you. They were chasing other giga chads. Wouldn't you like it reversed? While women chase you, while you chase something else meaningful in your life. So as I said, something which is meaningful to you, maybe that business, that mental health, that family, etc., etc. When you focus on yourself progressively and slowly, the better and better quality of woman you will get in your life. So maybe 6 months after you start going to the gym, you will start getting some random 2 out of 10s liking your pictures on Instagram, liking your stories, maybe even cold approaching you first in real life, or you even start realizing that women are holding eye contact with you for the first time in your life. Just if you focus on yourself enough, maybe then 2 or 3 months, approximately every 6 months of your life of self-improvement, you will start attracting next tier of women. So 6 months more of, you can imagine yourself, of more muscle, of more money, of more learning about dating, about women, etc., etc. Then maybe some 4 out of 10s start attracting to you, a little bit beautiful, a little bit smarter, a little bit more healed. So they are not vaping anymore, they are not fucking partying anymore. So it's better and better quality. 6 months from that, you even more muscle, even more money, even more experience with these 4 4 out of 10 or just learning about them, you start getting some 6 out of 10. So they're actually beautiful and start thinking to be wife quality. More and more you level up, the better and better woman you will attract. That's the most beautiful thing. You probably don't have any significant progress in your life, and that's why no women are attracted to you. Just remember the first thing. Ask yourself, would you be attracted to yourself if you were a woman? So that's the beautiful thing. While you focus on yourself, women will focus on you. The next thing is pre-selection and social proof. Pre-selection and social proof means that just naturally, by the cavemen times, by the primal times, when you have some woman interested in you in your life, you'll get more women interested in you. What does that mean? You probably heard from people that when they were single, no girl wanted them, and when they got into a relationship, other girls started coming into their lives. What does that mean? That means by the woman's nature, when they see you with another woman, when the other woman see you having women in your life, women will say that they don't want a guy with options, but it's just a cope. They say one thing, but they mean another. Primarily by the nature. When a woman sees you with other women, not consciously but unconsciously, her body and mind will think, if he has woman in his life, that has the reason, and if he doesn't have any woman interested in him, that also has a reason. So if he has some woman interested in him in his life, that has a reason. Maybe he's handsome, maybe he has money, maybe he has knowledge about women, maybe he has good dating skills, maybe he has mental health good, maybe women think he needs to have something which women are interested in his life. So that's why they are coming him, and that makes women more attracted to you, because they think if she's attracted to him, then it has some reason, obviously. So why not I wouldn't be attracted to him? So when women sees you having more options, she will start getting into your life. While on the other side, when women see you without any woman in your life, when girls know no girls are interested in you, it also has a reason. Their unconscious mind thinks also that he doesn't have any woman in his life for some particular reason. Maybe he's not jacked, maybe he's stupid, maybe he doesn't have good hygiene, maybe he doesn't have money, maybe he doesn't have experience, maybe he doesn't have. There is a reason if you have or if you don't have woman in your life. Both has a reason why. You have woman because you're high value man, you worked on yourself, on self-improvement, or money on it's not the money. I always say money first, but it's not only about money. It's mental health, it's dating skills, social skills, etc., etc. And if no girls are interested in you, it also has a reason. Maybe, as I said, lack of experience. You don't have good hygiene. You don't have good raising skills. You don't have dating skills, etc., etc. So shortly for this lesson, when women see you with other women, they think it has a reason why you have other women in your life, and they get more attracted to you. And by social proof, I mean if you post a story, maybe on Instagram or maybe on your fucking Snapchat, if you are fucking 12 years old and you still use Snapchat, or on your YouTube channel or some shit like that, or some on your social medias, if you post with other women, maybe even better with multiple women, even if it is your sister, and that's the thing which you can use, or in real life. When you're walking with other women, it doesn't matter if she's your friend, if she's your sister, if she's your girlfriend, if she's just some random girl which you were talking twice in your life, some acquaintances. When other women see you talking, because if a girl sees you first time in her life, she cannot say if that girl which you are talking to is your sister, or is your girlfriend, or is it if it was the first time you met it in your life, you met her in your life. So when women see you with other women, either in real life when you're talking to them in some mall, in your gym, etc., or on Instagram when you post some pictures with other people, when you're hanging out with social group photos, if you have some other woman around you, that's the thing. That's the part where they will think that he has girl on a he has other girls interested in him, in his life, so why wouldn't I be interested in him? That's the pre-selection and social proof. If you have other women interested in you, the more women will get interested in you. So that's why when you see Andrew Tate, when you see some high volleyball men walking into some nightclub, into some casino with other, and especially if they are attractive and high volleyball women, when they walk into some nightclub, they are not specifically walking for them. They want to attract more women by this. So when other girls especially see you with high volleyball and attractive women to your side, they will get even more attracted to you. So when Andrew Tate walks into a nightclub with an beautiful, attractive chick, he can attract other women more easily because they see pre-selection, other women are attracted to you, especially if they are high quality and if they are attractive. So that's why people that's why high volleyball men often bring their some beautiful woman with them, so they can attract more women through her. The next thing is, as I talk to, are you needy, but are you a nice guy? And by nice, I'm not. Are you a nice guy? If you are objectively nice, if you are a kind man, then you should be like that. But nice guy, as I said, if you are needy for a woman and you would be there simping to do anything for a woman, that's the problem. The difference between simping and being a gentleman is because when you are a gentleman, when you are a top G, when you are actually a man, when you are actually a knight, when you are actually a masculine man, you would do exactly the same things as the nice guy would do, but when you see a girl, but you would be able to pick a woman to be nice with. By that I mean you need to know how to select a girl to be good with. So if you are being overly nice, if you are paying for dates, if you are buying gifts to any girl, and you don't care how she acts to you, that's simping. But if you are nice to women who are nice to you, that's being actually a gentleman. If a woman shows you respect, if she is there for you, if she actually loves you and shows some loves and careness for you, and she shows you that you mean something to her, and if she shows you that you actually mean something to her in her life, then you can and should be a gentleman to her. Maybe pay some dates, or maybe if you want to buy some gifts, etc., be nice to her. But if a girl is an asshole to you and you continue buying her gifts, paying for dates, and being nice to her, then you are a nice guy, doing anything just to get a little bit attention of women and just to get pussy. That's the problem. That's when you don't know, when you don't have borders, limits of your goodness, when you give it just for free to everybody. If you are too nice to anybody, then the people will lose your goodness to them, will lose the meaning. What does that mean? If you are constantly good to anybody, no matter what they do to you, then your goodness will lose its meanings. Your compliments will lose its meaning. But when a girl sees that when she disrespects you and you don't tolerate that, and you stop being nice to her, when she stops doing that and you continue being good to you, and you show some boundaries that you're not, that you have some self-respect, and if she doesn't respect you, you don't respect her, and you don't really give a fuck about her. When you get some boundaries, when you have some limits for yourself, when you know which girl, when you are good to girls who are good to you, that's when you are a real gentleman. So you need to learn. You need to learn. If a girl is good to you, then you should also be a good to her. And if she's not, if she's being a complete asshole to you, do not waste your kindness and your goodness as a man to just pointless woman. It's been 40 minutes. Hope if you are still watching, tap yourself on the shoulder. I'm proud of you, brother. So we have 2 things left. The next thing is, do you have ambition? Do you have some plans for the future? Where do you see yourself in future? Because girls actually love to listen to you when you have some plans. When you tell her, if you tell to a woman, I'm going to be a famous rapper, and you just leave it to that, for example, famous rapper, and you just leave it to that, then it's going to sound cringe. But if you say to her, I'm going to be a famous rapper, and she sees you practicing some rapping, and you show her that you're making some progress in rapping, that's what girls love. They want to climb the top with you. They don't want to do it when they are not 100% sure that you're at least 60% sure that you're going to do it. If you are not the best, you don't even need to be best at your thing. So maybe let's say you want to be good at football, and you already have other people better than you in football. You have Cristiano, you have Ronaldo, you have Messi, you have Mbappe, you have Vinicius, you have other. I don't really know players in football, but there are other people better than you in football. But if you say to her, I'm going to be the best player at the football, and you show her dedication and ambition for the plans in the future, and you show her work that you actually want to go ahead and become the best player in the world, that's what girls love. They love ambition. So women want to see you actually having, when you say to her that I'm going to become the best at this thing, you don't need to currently be the best, you just need to show her that willing, that drive, that power, that desire that you want to improve. So if you say to her, I'm going to become the best player at the basketball, and she can see you every day, you're practicing basketball and you're getting better and better at it, that's what women like. When they like to see you making progress with ambition. If you say to her, I'm going to get a successful business, and she can see you every day working and becoming better towards your goals, that's what women like. If you just say to her, I'm going to become a famous rapper, or I'm going to become good at football, and you have no progress, no action, she won't be interested in you, and she will just think that you're cringe, and you're just like sounding like a little boy saying, I want to become a policeman when I grow up. She won't take you seriously if you have ambition without action. But ambition, having big plans for the future, where you want to become something about yourself and you know what you want to do in life, and having action and actually working towards that, which you want to have in real life, in future, that's what's attractive to women. So when you're actually showing her that you actually want to become something you are talking about, when you actually want to succeed in something which you are talking about, if you are not just talking in nothing, and you have plans for the future and you're working towards them. And the last thing is compete, do not compare. So when you open Instagram, when you open social media, when you open YouTube, when you open your phone, and you see other people with better women than you, when you see people better than you, so you open up and you see Arnold Schwarzenegger having better biceps than you see Andrew Tate shitting about you because you're broke and he's a billionaire. You see people with beautiful women, with lots of options of beautiful women, but you don't have any in your life. When you see better people than you, you start thinking for yourself that you're worse than you are, and that's when you start comparing with them, saying, that's when you start, if you just, let's say you have a 125cc motorcycle, for example, and you actually enjoyed you for the whole life. You wanted to get a motorcycle, you saved your money, you just literally dreamed about that and look at the pictures, and when you actually get it, if you compare it to you can imagine yourself, you're there excited, you're riding your motorcycle, and somebody on 1000cc passes you on the street, and you compare it with yourself, while your 125cc motorcycle goes 90, 100, 110 kilometers an hour, while his goes 400 kilometers an hour, you're going to think of your 125cc that it is worse than it actually is. But if you are competing with other people, you think he has woman, which is absolutely the best, absolutely perfect thing, because if he some random nigger from Africa, from Asia, if some random motherfucker can have woman in his life, that means I also can have it for myself. If some random people can have muscle, why can't I have it for myself? If some random 13-year-old boys and girls can make money on TikTok, why can't I do it for myself? Or you can think for yourself. You see me, for example, compete with me, even for me. You see for myself. For example, you want to make a business and you want to start your YouTube channel. You see, I'm talking about myself. I upload once a day, once in 2 days, once in 3 days, once in 4 days. You watch for example, I use myself. You watch my content, you learn from me, and you think, this motherfucker uploads once in 2 days, once in 3 days, once in 4 days, sometimes once a day. Why can't I start my own self-improvement channel and do daily upload and outcompete him? Think about something like that, or about Andrew Tate. What if his broke ass became the richest and most valuable plant on the earth? Why can't I have it for myself? Probably while he is right now somewhere having 2 hours break on fucking some Iceland in Greek or Ibiza or Thailand or some shit like that, while he has a break from working on his business, why can't I work on my business? Or while from some guy from my school who is enjoying a party right now, why can't I go and work out and in 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 year, 2 years? Why can I become better than him and I can attract these women for myself? Compete with other people. Think how you can become better than themselves. Don't compare how they are better than you or you are better than them. So that's it for this video, brother. Tap yourself on this shoulder for these 47 minutes which you watched. As I said at the beginning of this video, this is going to be a long video, so sit there and enjoy it. These were all of the things on my paper, if you could see it right there. So again, I'm going to briefly go ahead from all of these. If in case you forgot, you can maybe even, if you want, write it down somewhere for yourself, so don't forget. And I'm going to also have them written down in the comments of this video. The first thing is the question: if you were a girl, would you want yourself? Would you want to get on your knees and suck your own cock while amongst having all of these options in the world? That was the first thing. The second thing is lack of education and lack of experience. Do you have experience and mistakes and good parts of your life which you can remember on and learn from? Third thing was, are you needy or are you focusing on yourself? So woman, are you needy or are you focusing on yourself? So do you chase women or do women chase you? Fourth thing was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, it's 7 things, I'm recounting them. Fourth thing was the pre-selection and social proof. So if women see you with other women in your life, they will think there is a reason why these women are in your life, so they can become attracted to you. Fifth thing was, are you a nice guy and do you know the borders and limits of your kindness, of your goodness as a man? Sixth thing is ambition. Where do you see yourself in the future? So do you have big plans for your future which could be attracting to women? And the seventh thing is, as I said, just compete, don't compare. So thank you, brother, for watching this video till the end. Hopefully you can understand right now why no girls are interested in you there were these 7 reasons, as I said to you, which are probably, and most likely right for yourself. I went out from my own experience, how I understand women, I understand life from my own experience. So I picked up the 7 things which are most similar to everyday today guys, some random high school 17, 16, 18, 19, 20, 22 years old guy. Why wouldn't women be interested in them? I think about that direction, so I can make a video for you. So thank you, brother, for watching this video till the end. As I said, hopefully this video helps you actually, so you can understand right now. So what would I do on your example right now if I was you? I have this paper. You cannot really see it from the camera, but you can go ahead and check it out in the comments of this video. There's going to be pinned all of these 7 things which I wrote down. So you can just go ahead and check them there. Write them down somewhere. Maybe take a screenshot of that somewhere. Maybe write it down and write it down. Take the paper and put it on your wall so you can see it every day when you're walking in your room. Maybe put it as your wallpaper. Maybe just write them down somewhere so you can remind yourself of all of these things. And when you write them down, so you can go ahead, maybe daily, maybe once in 7 days, just go ahead and think about them, rethink about them, and just go ahead through them. And I also remembered from the second thing, from wrong education, be careful who you trust on the internet. It maybe sounds egoistically, but in the 52 minutes of this video, you can see that I actually want to help you. I'm not making this video for watch time and just views and this shit. Personally, for myself, on these 3 years of my self-improvement, which I literally went for myself. I'm talking about myself. I went from that situation of playing video games with absolutely no woman in my life to right now even seeing daily contact with girls interested in me, so I can literally pick out which girl I want. From what I can tell you is that there are some channels which you can watch on the internet, but be careful. On this, I'm talking about this channel, and not specifically to make you watch more, to subscribe. Of course, I want to do it, but I want to genuinely help you on this channel. I actually want to genuinely to change your life. So what you can see on this channel, on my channel, is going to be 100% right. So when you see me talking about diet and fitness, for example, fitness, when I say to you, sugar is bad for you, or you should train hard, or something shit like that, and there is some skinny nerd saying that science says like that, and his bicep is the thickness of my fucking small forearm, and you see myself fucking with some pretty good results from the gym, from my fucking bumping chest and biceps. I know because I'm talking from my own experience. So I actually want to help you. When I'm talking about literally any team on this channel, it's from my pure heart. Like I'm talking to my son, like I'm talking to my younger self, because I actually and genuinely want to help you. It's my primary focus is not money. I actually want to help the world. I actually want to change the world. It sounds maybe stupid, but I actually want to help you. I actually care about you. Please excuse me for making these pauses, because I'm recording straight, without any cuts, without any bullshit, for 45 minutes, so you can just understand me. Yes, when you are talking to women, after some time you can even this is of the theme. When I'm making videos on my channel, I actually want to help you. So as I started saying, when you literally get some experience, because it's far easier than you can think. You can and even this was a surprise to me. Women are just natural creatures. I can say it like that, and just says like, it sounds ordinary, it sounds nothing, but when you actually go ahead right there, talk with people more, talk with women more, and get more women in your life, it's fucking start getting mind blowing, even to myself, that Women are just normal humans, normal human creatures as yourself, as you, as me, as your mother, as your father, as your brother, as your best friend, as anybody you watch on the internet. Women are just normal human creatures, same as yourself. There's nothing special. There's nothing so special with them as you may be thinking. That's the beautiful thing. They are not some weird puzzle, weird thing you need to solve them. They are just normal human creatures. They are not going to fucking kill you for approaching them, because even beautiful girls, they get approached far less than you can think of. You can think maybe that beautiful girls get approached all the time. No, they get viewed all the time, because women and men view them lustfully and look at them lustfully. But cold approaches, they are far less often than you can think. And that's your opportunity. That's your advantage, because beautiful and good guys don't approach her as often as you can think. So just you randomly, it doesn't matter if you're jacked so much, if you have some knowledge about women, you can approach some beautiful girl and probably get into a relationship with her, because you just need to command your legs to go ahead and just go ahead and cold approach her. You go ahead and just start normal conversation. Do not see it as cold approach. Just see it as normal day-to-day, normal life, just like you're living. Don't strategically go ahead outside and just to specifically cold approach women. Live your normal life. Your school, your work, your gym, your library, your parks, your morning walks, your boxing sessions. And while you're living, when you get some girls, when you see some cute girls which you want to approach, go ahead and approach them. If you want me to make a part 2 of this video, but if you are in a relationship, what you can do, or maybe what you can do in your life so you can start attractive women, maybe some video like this, like an hour long, where I'm just unfiltered speaking to you what you can do to attract women in your life or in a relationship, because I have experience from relationships, and I'm in a relationship right now. What you can do to improve your relationship, your romantic, how you can avoid breakup in the future, how you can start creating. My brain fucking not working. How you can start forming a happy family in the future. That's what I like to say. How you can build and maintain and improve a healthy relationship with women, with a girl, with your girlfriend, with your wife, with the mother of your children. What you can do to attract women. That I can make something video like that. If you are still watching to this video, let me know down in the comments. So thank you brother for watching this video till the end. Subscribe if you want to see more content from me like this. It was a very long video, so if you are still watching, if there is anybody still watching this video after 58 minutes, maybe I'll delete this video in a month from now, or maybe even 6 years from now. I'm watching myself, and this video maybe gets 100,000 views, maybe even more, maybe even less. Who knows? And you're still watching me to this point, and you're seeing how was that retard 2 years ago just speaking not randomly about women. And maybe this video gets skyrocketed into algorithm. Maybe you're watching me right now, actually learning something about women. And I genuinely hope that I actually helped you. So that is maybe about me, but currently at the time I'm recording this video, I have 42 subscribers on my channel. So in the future, if I'm watching this to remind myself, hopefully I can have a little bit more than fucking 42. Hopefully I actually helped you in this video. So thank you brother for watching this video till the end. Keep coming back to the channel for more about valuable knowledge. Subscribe so if you like my content, if you want to see more similar content from me. This is almost an hour long video. keep coming back to the channel for more valuable knowledge. Remember, you either take the chance or give it to somebody else. If you're interested in my coaching program, you can check it out. Link in the description down below. If you want to get my one-to-one personal help. Think of watching this video till the end. As I said, remember, you either take the chance or give it to somebody else. See you in the next video. Goodbye, brother.